Fox 9's Corn Hoggard with the story.
Corn Hogger, dude.
Hogger.
You hold on a second. I want to break down his soundboard. He had that old video queued up.
Yeah,
that's how he did it. He didn't.
Yeah, dude.
He didn't rip the sound.
Why rip sound?
Old school. Keep it old school here.
That's why it
Lo-fi.
crashes the internet all the time, because there's 18 YouTube pages up.
That's Danish's soundboard. Welcome to Beach Cops. If you're just joining us, we've got Danish and O'Neill and
Reformed Cannibal.
That's true. Or cannibal.
Do you want to drop the bomb that you just dropped on us before we started recording?
You want to start it off with this? Okay, so this is a historical fact.
Do you think we should dip our toe in the water a little bit?
Historical fact, two of my direct ancestors.
Where did you find this? On Twitter? Did you find this info on Twitter?
No. We've known about this. This is the reason we're in America.
You fled.
Yes.
How do you know this?
Because when I was researching our family history for my daughter's report, my dad was telling me about some of this stuff.
How many generations
confirmed
removed from you?
This is going back
info?
to the 1600s, the golden age of piracy.
But not even that long ago.
And cannibalism's golden age.
Cannibalism is a factor in this horrific story.
Is it true that Hannibal Lecter is based on some of your family members?
No, it is not.
Is it true that Hannibal Buress is based on some of your family members?
Now that is true.
Is it true that Plexico Burris is based on some of your family members?
No, but Plexiglass Burris.
Plexico Burris shot himself, and he had his gun in his sweatpants.
Oh, man.
Waistband of sweatpants.
How in the fuck do you keep a gun in sweatpants?
Well, it's not very well because he shot himself in the leg.
Yeah, that's crazy. Also, safety not on? Or was it even a revolver's not going to go off?
Safety never on. He stuffs it into his fucking
So what did you guys...
Bang.
What was your family eating? What kind of people?
Okay, so this is... no, we were eating. So...
Is this where your love
You were
of-
eating.
Yes.
Is this why you're so sensitive when I say that I'm going to eat you?
I think it has something to do with it, yeah.
No way! We found the origin.
So,
Is this why you're so into eating ass? Because it's a form of cannibalism.
possibly. So, Cornelis de Witt.
Corn
And-
hogger.
De Witt?
De Witt is how you pronounce it in Dutch. And Johan de Witt.
De Witt.
Johan was the prime minister of Holland.
Look at
You're
you.
royalty,
And,
dude. You're like Akeem from Coming to America.
Cornelis was the commander of the Navy. Now, this is during
Listen
the
to this
height
guy.
of Dutch power, okay? But here's the problem. They were so fucking rad with the Navy that they didn't do enough land army shit. And so they were easily invaded by people who were supporting William of Orange.
Oh, you mean so
William
they're-
the Orange.
They were all on their ships while they just watched people. They're like, damn, we didn't even think that. What if they
It's almost kind of like
Who's Billy the Orange?
So William of Orange is a English king, I believe.
Orange County?
Real House Kings.
And so there were supporters of William the Orange and the DeWitt brothers, and they're referred to as the DeWitt brothers.
Didn't they work together with the Bialyacs?
And they did. Well, that would be so crazy.
The king?
That would be so crazy.
King Bialyak? They called him the Bee.
They were blamed for how easily Holland was invaded. And so...
I can see that. I mean, if you put all your resources in the Navy and then people just walk across.
Yeah, and so they were thrown in prison, and then they were sentenced to being banished, but...
Were they at least in the same cell?
No. I think it was Cornelis who was sentenced, and then
Were
Johan
they
went to
in
visit him.
cells right next to each other? Because they could have put like a glory hole in there
And
and
that would be great.
suck each other off.
I'm going to send Aaron a picture
Of
real
them sucking
quick
each other
of them sucking each other off. Of them, because you could see the family resemblance is fucking
What if it
uncanny,
looked
dude.
just like
Brian
you?
They
says-
do. They really do.
Brian says, is this Beach to Abbey?
But yeah, it is Beachton Abbey.
By the way, the height of Dutch power was still only about 5'1".
That's true.
Whoa. Hey.
I heard it was 5'9", but other people didn't believe it. So I'm going to send this to Aaron because it's crazy looking, dude. All right, I'm sending.
Are you related to Danny DeVito? Because that's DeWitt in Dutch.
I don't know.
DeVito would have been. He's huge for this family.
That's true.
So Aaron, I just
you get
sent
so
you
tall?
pull up the guy in the gold stuff because it really does. It bears a striking resemblance. I just sent it to you. So there was a crowd of supporters of William the Orange gathered around the prison who thought maybe the banishment wasn't enough punishment.
Oh, and those were the O'Neills.
Yeah, well, who knows? But they
no evidence.
they
Family trail from Ireland.
The angry mob attacked them as they were being let out of the prison.
Oh shit!
Killed them, flayed them, ate them, cut their body parts off, and sold them around town.
Do you have any food critics from that time who could maybe go?
The
Duets were delicious.
They're like, this is pretty mid.
Why did they eat them?
I don't know. I think it was just the
Send a message.
like, there's paintings of like peasants like with my ancestors' intestines in their mouths.
Do you think that Do you think that your family looks particularly delicious?
No, but that's when the rest of the DeWitts were like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Like,
Just
hey,
grabbed everything.
maybe we shouldn't hang out.
Yeah, let's go.
He's like, let's
go
get
to
our
America right
let's
now.
literally go get our tasty asses
Can
out.
you see? Can you see
No,
that?
what are you talking about?
What?
This guy goes. Right now, we're
Look at
looking
my
at
fucking baggy eyes
we're
and
looking
my
at
nose,
two guys with
That looks
pencil
like-
thin mustaches.
Looks like Shakespeare.
Yeah, what are you talking about,
dude. Those guys
This guy
look
goes, "Can you
whatever,
see
dude."
the resemblance?
I
I
see
can.
your hand looks like that. Why is he doing a West Side hand
Yeah, he
symbol?
is.
Because he is in the
Oh,
West
you
Side
do have a
Gang.
monocle like that guy.
No one has a monocle in the
It's
picture.
a monocular, isn't it?
Nose, baggy eyes, like everything is like
Nose,
I can see
baggy
it. I can
eyes.
see it, man. I can see it.
Jordan says spitting image.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you wear some of this gear? Maybe we could see it more. Maybe,
Oh,
is
dude,
this
you
why
would.
This is why you're into playing with ships.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
In,
Oh,
your,
dude, is that
in
crazy?
your blood.
These guys look delicious.
Riley says, "Is that a dildo?" in his hand?
It does.
That's over 4 inches.
Oh, it sure
Why is that guy giving gang signs on the right? Look at it. He's got his he's doing West Side.
That's crazy, isn't it, though, dude?
It doesn't look. That guy has really long, delicate fingers. They're
The
not
right
like yours.
on the right is Johan, and on the left is
No, I know, but look at this
Cornelis.
guy's long, delicate fingers.
Okay, but that could have been an embellishment.
And it
you
looks
know?
like he paints his nails.
Oh, and there's
grows
a-
his nails.
There's also one of those height measurement things, like at 7-Eleven by the door
What's
in the
this,
background.
There is there's a
6'4".
7-Eleven in the background.
Who do you think the cooler brother was?
Probably Cornelis. Huh?
Which one's that?
Yeah.
The
right.
one on the left, who is the commander of the Navy, but the one on the right
These guys look like the same exact guy, by the way.
was a famous mathematician.
Were they
which is pretty
twins?
Interesting. Were they twins?
Were they twins?
I think they were just brothers.
So you're telling me, one guy was the prime minister. He was also a math genius.
Yeah.
The other guy was one of the greatest pirates of all time and also commanded.
And then they got eaten.
Where'd you get this fucking info from?
Go to Wikipedia. I'm serious.
How'd
though.
you trace it back to them?
What do you mean? How did I trace it back to him?
I'm saying, how did you trace it back? Just because they have your same last name.
Oh
doesn't mean
no,
you're
we have
related.
documentation.
Do you think they'd like?
What's the documentation?
We have old like records of like marriages and old books
From
and
the
Bible.
1600s?
Yeah.
You have the
My,
actual.
my grandfather
documents.
has some of that stuff. Yeah,
That's worth a lot of money.
yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy.
Do you think they'd like the show? Or where
They would hate it.
Where the heritage is
They
gone?
would hate it. There's another DeWitt family in New York that has some of the actual like medals and jewelry and stuff like that.
Do you go there and say, can I wear some of the jewelry?
I think I would love to.
On beach comps.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'd love to do that.
So do you think this is why? Because Aaron, let me fill you in. Years ago, I said if there was an apocalypse, that I would go to DeWitt's house and I would keep him in a cage and I would eat him.
Yeah, it made me mad.
And it made him mad, really mad, maybe a little bit more mad than you should be.
I think I was appropriately angered by that.
And now we know it traces back to his ancestries.
Yeah.
And they
It's
were
a brutal fucking way to go, man.
Do you ever?
Yeah,
Do you visit
pretty bad.
their grave? Do they have a grave sites?
They have a statue. They were killed at The Hague. That's where the prison was that they were killed.
Why did they make it? Who made a statue? And why did they rip it down?
No, they didn't. No one ripped the statue.
But it's like if you're going to eat and flay people, you're like, leave this tribute to them.
No. The statue was done later.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So
Because
they're
they
like,
were
maybe,
so
maybe we're a little
delicious?
too hard on it.
Maybe that's what it was.
Why did people come around then?
Cannibalistic guilt.
Why did I will say though that is just a complete error of judgment because it's not like Holland is not an island. It just has a little bit of a beach.
I mean, yeah.
And a lot of inland. A lot of
I mean,
things-
I'm oversimplifying because I'm an idiot too. Like, I'm not getting.
But
to
do
the
you
facts,
think
but
that there
there's
might be some justification?
there what? Well, for eating them, no. I'm saying that they were probably correctly angry that they had ignored the possibility of a land invasion because the Dutch Navy was so powerful that I could see that
And
happening.
now you're on beach cops.
Yeah.
Andrew DeVitt. I'm going to call you.
Andre DeVitt is how you would say
Oh,
it.
sorry, Andre.
I had a cameraman on a film shoot I was doing once called, his name was Yost, and he goes, "Are you related to the DeVitt brothers?"
And then he's like, I eat you.
he goes, "They got killed and eat." I was like, "I know."
And you're like, don't bring it
He
up.
goes, "You know what DeVitt means, right?" And I
What was his
like-
name? Yost?
His name was Yost.
Yost with the most?
He goes, "Yost, like toast, Yost."
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Do you hang out with him?
Touch?
I hung out with him a little bit.
Did you
yeah.
guys touch dinkies or anything?
No. He did say I had a beautiful body, though.
What?
Why didn't you fuck this guy?
I don't
Dude,
think he
that's
was gay.
harassment on set.
Yeah, you
No,
can't.
it was just, he said it was just easy to light me. I think he was
I heard the easy delight.
I heard
said easy to
easy
light.
to light me.
I got that.
I think
I
it's
heard
because
easy
as a
to like
photographer,
you.
he thought me being bulky and flabby and everything was really visually interesting. You
And
know?
did he offer to take any private photos
loads.
of you?
Did he offer to take any private loads?
Yeah, you come
No.
back to my house.
He did not. Although that was a fantasy
Dude,
of
what
mine
if
when I was
you-
in high school.
What if you had the camera there, and he's like, look right into the lens, and the lens actually fell out, and his wiener went through it.
What? God! What the fuck?
Is he on,
Camera
is he on a
glory
ladder or is the camera really low?
He's got
That's
a
the dumbest porno idea I've ever heard in my life.
he's got a
Lens
he's got
falls out, wiener in
towel
the
over his
camera.
head. You know, like the guys used to go under the drapes.
Ryan O'Neal presents Wiener in the camera.
That's a great thing. Hey, do you want me to take photos of you? Uh-oh, wiener in the camera.
I've seen Aaron attempting it with this camera here. He keeps trying to hollow it out.
The problem is he's using his iPhone camera. Way harder. Way smaller dinky.
Oh man.
Well, that's
you bore
Isn't that
yourself
crazy,
with that
though?
tale of the DeVitts?
No, I just it's just weird. It's just crazy and kind of cool to be part of history like
Does
that.
it make you sad?
It makes me sad that I live in a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm broke and I'm related to like this
The prime
prominent
minister.
family. But the thing that's crazy, because I went back and did like as far as I could go back. It goes about as far as I could go back as a timber merchant. Then the next generation becomes a mayor. Then the next generation, another mayor, then prime minister, then Eaton, then fucking back to America and start over.
podcasting.
Yeah,
Then
podcaster.
Stainmaster carpeting.
Then Stainmaster carpeting. Take a little dip with podcaster. Maybe my daughter will be doing something good.
Maybe, yeah. Should go back to prime minister.
There's a
Maybe she'll be eating people.
there's a crazy picture.
The Vits will no longer be eaten. We will be the eaters.
Yeah, and I say it's justified because we were eaten in the 1600s.
She becomes like a serial killer that eats her victims. And you're like, finally, the Vits are taking the power back.
If you go back to Holland, do you get a hero's welcome, or do you get,
well-
you get booed at the airport?
So, my family's been trying to work on possibly getting a dual citizenship over there, which would
Your
be
immediate
sweet as
family.
fuck. Immediate family.
do they
yeah.
send you? Do they send a private jet to fly you over there and stuff?
That would be incredible, but no,
the
that's
red
probably
carpet?
not
They're
gonna.
like, the
probably
DeVitts.
none of this is going to happen.
The DeVitts are
They're probably just
back.
going to be like, "Oh, how neat for you guys."
Would you ever go to
know?
the statue and then put your face by
His
the
butt?
DeVit's butt? Yeah, I'd be like, look, look, Mom.
Look, I'm eating great grandpappy Johan's ass.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Do you
I
wear,
mean, you're also
Crazy as
talking
fuck.
something from 500 years ago.
do you ever wear
Yeah,
wooden
I know.
shoes?
I had to wear wooden shoes for International Day when
remember-
I was Holland. Yeah.
Do you
that
like
sucked.
Dutch food?
I don't even know what Dutch food is, dude.
It's mainly burgers, fries.
Well, they call the mayors Burgermeisters.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call them Hamburger Meisters.
They did cheeseburger
Hamburger and fries.
In my case, the cheeseburger meister.
Jordan says the DeWitts are back in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
The DeWitts are back in town.
We haven't heard any stories from O'Neill because it might get a little sad around World War II.
It depends which side you're on.
Anyway, I thought that was neat. Someone posted on the Facebook page the lynching of the DeWitt brothers, a painting of it with their corpses upside down.
Yeah.
with a question mark, and I was like, "Yep, that is my family."
Did you find that offensive? the
No,
imagery?
it's a historical fact.
Do they have a museum or anything?
I don't think so. They have this statue at The Hague, I think.
Why don't you do tours? Go to Holland, do DeWitt tours, and say, "I'm Andrew DeWitt. I'm Andre DeWitt."
And don't eat me, please.
They would love it, dude. That's like the
would not
equivalent
love
of
it.
the Jungle Cruise. That's like the Jungle Cruise type
Oh,
comedy.
that's what we were gonna do. Top 10 new Jungle Cruise jokes.
But I'm saying you could do the DeWitt Brothers Jungle Cruise.
Do you want to be part of the DeWitt brothers? We'll do a Dutch accent. It'll be like the Swamp.
I heard that they got killed because it was
Annoying?
incestual relationship.
Okay, so I just want to break down what he immediately did here. He immediately talked about my relatives fucking each other. He
I like
could not
how you
help
go
it.
relatives.
He could
These
not-
aren't relatives. This is
These are
500
my
years
closest
ago.
family.
You're like, this is immediate family. You know what? I'm gonna eat you right now, motherfucker.
Get that knife away from me before I pull out my knife.
Grant Tigo says that he's also Dutch. Maybe my family ate yours.
That'd be great.
That he could if they were supporters of William of Orange, then yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you got to think in Holland at this time there was only 14 people, so it's a good chance
The population was crazy low compared
It wasn't
to now.
14 though.
I know, but like when you look at population density back then, you're like,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers were kings of 400,000 people. You know,
I don't. Probably not even that much.
yeah.
If you do go to Holland, don't wear any of this garb because you look so much like these guys that people may. attack
My
you.
face. Look at my fucking nose, dude. Look at my eyes. Look at the bags under my eyes, the curved nose, the lips, all of it. And
There's nothing, dude. Those guys had very narrow heads,
I've got a narrow,
very
head.
delicate, dainty fingers.
I've
Very
got tiny, dainty fingers.
I have to see their wieners.
Yeah,
I
I got to see
They
the.
have big, bulbous, purple penis heads, and we know we're cooking.
If they have scratch marks on their balls, we know that
There,
they're
one of them did have saggy underwear.
That's entirely possible.
So is it possible that the last thing Slobodan Milosevic saw before being executed was your statue of your family?
That would be
and
crazy.
he goes,
That would be crazy, dude.
"That man, they must have an heir somewhere that looks just like him."
and I will find him.
I sent the picture to my brother.
The fact that you would even think that there's a resemblance from 500 years ago, your bloodline has been so diluted in that amount of time.
I can see
There
it.
is no, you can see it.
I can see it, dude.
Do you feel it?
I can feel it too. It's interesting to me. It's more like if I told you guys I had a cool dream about surfing. You know, like you guys are like, who gives a shit? But for me, it's interesting.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
that's great.
You got Dutch.
There's a portrait of one of the sisters, Wilhelmina DeWitt, and it looks a lot like Winnie. She had red hair too, and I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, because
similar name.
usually
I like it. He just shits all over it. He shits all over it immediately. It's just unbelievable.
You know how many outsiders have
I don't
bragged
give a
with your
fuck. I don't
family
give a fuck.
to dilute
It's still
your
interesting.
traits?
It's still
I didn't say
interesting.
it's not interesting, but the fact that you don't look anything
The seed
like
is strong. The seed is strong.
Is that the family motto?
yeah, the seed is strong.
The seed is strong
Dude, with the bag.
with
eyes.
the DeWitts.
There is a thing when you go to Holland, everyone says, "DeWit's very tasty." That's like a common phrase.
That is. You're right.
A lot of restaurants, they say, you want that DeWitt style?
and then
They,
they just bring
sprinkle little fingers on top.
fingers in nutsacks.
There you go.
Do you think they ever? I bet they after they ate them, they took big shits.
That's the crazy thing about thinking about a cannibal taking a shit of human flesh.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I passed that fucking
Do you
fingernail."
think if you get diarrhea, you're like, oh, what a terrible meal that.
I have a feeling diarrhea was pretty much all people had back then.
You're saying I live a 1600s
He
lifestyle?
does live a 1600s lifestyle.
But
It's
that
all
is why-
diarrhea all the time.
I did think to myself, that's why I like pirate ships so much, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
when I've been painting it, I've been like, God damn, there's something about this I fucking love.
And then you're like,
you
that's
know?
why I love being a prime minister.
Yeah,
of my,
I did
of
think
my
that.
domain.
I
did
will
think
say that, and I didn't want to say it because but when those pictures of those brothers came on, for a second I was like, when did you put on these costumes and have someone paint you?
Did you really think that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do now is then switch it on me and say you did.
That's what I thought.
Grant said that he thought Aaron messed up because there was just 2 pictures of DeWitt on the screen.
So you guys don't think I look like them?
That's
'Cause
what
I
he
see
said.
it.
I don't know.
I see the family.
What do you mean? A
resemblance.
guy just says that you look so much like him that he thought Aaron put 2 pictures of you up there.
He's being
and you're
sarcastic
being
to
mad,
fuck
and you're
with
getting
me.
mad at him.
This is all the show
gotta lower
is.
your
This is all the
defenses.
show is. It's just
No, it's
you and the
not.
fans fucking with
You have
me.
to lower your defenses.
Here he goes. He's gonna cheer me up with corn hogger.
I want a chicken bogger, corn hogger song.
Dude, Chicken Bog, if you're listening, and I think,
Whoever you are.
I think it's a married couple.
Who knows?
What do you guys?
Bog
think?
versus the hog.
Oh, that'd be great.
Corn bogger.
I do
Mashup.
know. I do know that the lady who called in super high, and she was talking about how sad something was. Do you guys remember that?
Was that P22?
When P22 died, yeah.
Too soon, man.
Someone
P22 is
someone
buried.
claimed credit on that one.
Did they bury P22? Ashes? What'd they do with that?
Yeah, no, they put him in he's like a mausoleum.
No, they scattered the ashes in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Or did they stuff them and put them like in a museum or
They
something?
put him in the local library.
You can rub your genitals up against his butt crack.
Did you
Yeah,
know?
and every half hour, he sprays urine on the wall to mark his territory.
You can drink it.
Like a fountain. Where
I mean, what if that was the water fountain? You push the tail down, water comes out of P22's ass into your mouth.
Oh, that'd be crazy. But why wouldn't it come out of the dinky?
it would come out of the dinky most or the ass, whichever you.
Well, I think you'd have to be raised up. Ass, you could, I guess, get down behind.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess point the dinky backwards so it's more realistic, though.
Suck it from the back. Welcome to our water fountain. Suck it from the back.
Yeah, it's the mullet of stuffed
you
mountain
think-
lions. It's mountain lion in the front, suck it in the back.
I have a question for Danish's Google. Do you think there's a potable water fountain in Europe somewhere that's a penis peeing? I bet you there is.
Of course.
Yeah, probably.
I
Somewhere.
would say it would be hard to find one that isn't a penis.
it's in the
peeing.
West Hollywood of Europe.
They have fountains of women just playing with themselves, and then they squirt every like 20 minutes.
Is that true?
It just squirts in your face.
That doesn't sound true.
It is true.
Then they realized it was just a real woman. It wasn't a statue.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a homeless woman.
It was a woman doing street performance.
Oh, speaking of, I was eating pistachios the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Bought a huge bag of pistachios, and a whole bunch of them were not open, you know?
Yes.
I don't have a nut opener, so I thought a great invention on all street corners, you just put a pistachio machine, you just dump them in there, and then a company recycles the unopened ones, and then they make their own, they just open them up for you, and then they resell them.
I don't know how this works. You're going to have to explain it
You
to me.
take
again.
all your unopened pistachio nuts.
Yeah.
You go to one of these machines, you open it up, kind of like a mailbox.
Next to the corn star.
Yeah, you throw your unopened pistachios in there.
Yeah.
Then a company comes around, gathers them, then does whatever they have to do to open them, and then repackages them and sells them.
How do they
Why would
avoid?
you
They
give-
recycle
How
it.
do
you
they
don't
avoid tampering?
Yeah.
Well, they clean them. They'll have to.
What about
put them
homeless
through a
guys
wash.
taking pistachio shits in them?
Well, they're going to have to scrape the dump off of them and put them in.
What if homeless guys are reaching their
It's a
arms in, getting stuck?
pistachio recycling. Think about how great this is.
Full pause. Full pause.
Do you know how expensive
I need
it
to say
is to
something.
grow
I need to say something right now. This guy, before the show started, said he had an amazing business idea that would
Great.
blow our minds. It's a pistachio recycler?
Yeah, Aaron, you ever get a pistachio and you're like, God, I have to throw this away. What am I going to do with it?
No, you put it in your molars and you crack it open like a man.
No, then you're going to do damage to your teeth.
And you
Your teeth
get-
aren't going to make it
You
very
get
long.
some of the shell too that you have to eat.
And it's sharp as fuck.
So-
It's terrible. It gets stuck in your mouth and throat.
You put them all over the city. You go, hey, I'll put all these unopened
You've got a knife
pistachios
in your
my pocket.
You got a knife in your pocket. Just pry the bitch open.
I don't. It's not worth my time. But if I'm walking, I'll keep them in my pocket.
But what is worth
and then
your
I'll walk
time?
to the pistachio. When I'm walking by, I go, oh, I got a bunch of pistachios unopened. I throw them in the machine. Now here's the even better idea. Maybe the machine opens them for you.
This guy
for
forgets.
10 cents.
He's getting the pat down at security. They're like, wait a second. This guy's got 186 unopened pistachios in his cargo shorts.
And you know what the first thing they say to me? They go, we have a machine right over. We have one of the recyclers right over here.
Yeah.
And think about if you are, you don't have to grow pistachios. You don't have to fucking transport them. This is unbelievable.
You don't have to grow pistachios.
You don't have to own a pistachio field.
What
you
the
now
fuck?
have access to thousands of pistachios. All you have to do is rinse them and then crack them, and then you put them in the package. And now you have basically free pistachios other than going to the machines and gathering them.
I don't like
Now, there's going to be a certain amount of loss as people gather them are going to steal them from you. What do you mean you don't like it?
I just feel like the tampering is going to be unbelievable.
Fine, make it a thing where you can't get your fucking, you can't get shit in it.
Tell me the mechanism that prevents.
Maybe it's a tiny hole.
And then how
People are just
many?
gonna push
stick
shit
them in
nuggets
there.
in it.
How many machines? How far would you have to travel to find a machine? Or
Oh, they're going to be on every corner.
What a waste!
You
of
don't have
fucking money. I tell you
Or
what,
they open them for you.
we got a bigger chance of us getting a pistachio recycler on every corner before we get fucking electric car chargers on every.
Very
fucking
true.
parking spot.
I say take the money you're going to put into this bullshit electric car shit and put them into pistachio recyclers. How disappointed are you when you have an unopened pistachio? Now you have a place to go.
You are swimming in knives. You have so many fucking knives.
I like
You're
that.
not cutting up any of these pistachios.
or guns? You can shoot them open.
No, I don't want to
Even
hammer them.
better. You got the right idea, dude. Pack a little bit of black powder down into your gun.
Okay.
Drop the pistachio in there. Put the wad in, and then go ahead and fire it
How
up.
about if you're really, this is to be a real test of how good you are, unopened pistachio nut skeet shooting.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
You want to do it sometime?
Well, I would do it. I have a bunch of fun. I'm waiting because I might start this business.
What do you need to do? A 22, I think, is probably the only thing that'll pop it open without just completely exploding
dude.
it.
Get something
Birdshot?
bigger.
Could you boil it to
I'm
open
saying,
it?
I don't know how they open them.
I want to hear what kind of gun
you're
you're going to use for pistachio skeet shooting, because you just poo-pooed birdshot, which might be the
I'll
only
use
thing to use.
Weatherby 300 Magnum.
What the fuck? You're not going to hit anything!
Oh, I might be able to.
You're serious!
I might be able
You
to.
never know! You never know!
I can hit that motherfucker from 300 yards.
You would never know if you hit it!
Jordan N says in John Little voice, "Oh, Neil, this is an untapped market. That's $1 million idea."
It is a bit. Think of it. You don't have to grow pistachios. They're just leftovers. Somebody else did the growing.
Why don't you just
and you're
open-
making all the profit.
Why don't you just open a unopened pistachio shooting gallery instead?
I'm doing both of them. 50% go to shooting. 50% go to the recycling.
This guy's out there giving people 50 caliber rifles to shoot pistachios with.
Maybe you give them a Desert Eagle. And
What
you start
the fuck?
do some handcuffs.
What business would you have to? You would never know. It would just be gone. If you hit it, it would be gone.
If you're really good, but then you also have like a camera that zooms in and follows it, so you have a screen and you can see what happens.
AI
to
controlled camera
Yeah.
follows it, so you can see.
Drone.
You can see if your Desert Eagle shot one of the
50 cal.
pistachios.
You could put a big GoPro on it to help you shoot it.
There you go.
Increase
Look
target.
at this. Look at this.
No, do it with
You're hired. You're gonna be. He's in the think tank.
What about black powder blunderbuss? You load the pistachios in it, and you shoot it at something, and it opens it by
This
shooting
is the
it.
kind of tomfoolery the guy your ancestors eaten. We're using modern day weapons.
I knew I should never have told you about that. Getting eaten.
What if you do? What if you do bow and arrow? Bow season.
Are you good enough with a bow and an arrow to hit a
No, I'm not.
pistachio?
But somebody is.
I don't know if anyone is.
Joe Rogan could.
Yeah, can Joe Rogan hit a pistachio
Yeah,
nut out of the air?
Yeah, as long as the guy drives him out to where all the pistachio nuts are.
Maybe
the
I'll ask
recycle
him.
center.
Maybe he wants to.
Excellent shot, sir.
I think they should incentivize it in like cans. You turn them in.
Yep.
You get money. So then you go to the.
That's great because
your wife could be doing it. Get it back.
it's all profit. You don't have to grow pistachios. You are making money off someone else's hard work of growing pistachios.
If you buy a pistachio
so why
recycler,
not give them? Yeah, go to the pistachio. Hey, I got all these unopened pistachios. Guess what? I'm going to get enough money, and maybe we'll go out to
How
eat.
much energy cost is it to recook these pistachios to sanitize them?
Nothing. You just put them in an oven to bake them.
Put them in an oven. Well, it costs the oven at least.
You could
No,
have
you put 'em in some
the
water.
kosher blowtorch come
There
by.
you go. But
Heat them up.
This guy, I'm teaming up with the blowtorch guy.
I see Aaron's got pistachios over there. He's getting his unopened ones. Getting
Is that
ready
true?
to turn them in for money.
Aaron, what do you think about this? Have you ever been disappointed that a pistachio's unopened?
Oh, dude, he's cracking them under the desk next to
I
his dick.
can't say I've really gotten into the pistachio game.
Oh, you don't like pistachios?
I do like them.
I don't trust people that don't like pistachios.
What about you don't like to eat pistachios? What about fresh out of the shower? You know they're completely clean.
What do you want to do with those unopened pistachios, son? You want Big Hoss to eat them, or you want,
to throw them up in the air, shoot them with a Desert Eagle?
What if that was an episode? That was an episode.
I would lose my mind if Big Hoss is trying to hit pistachios with a Desert Eagle in the back of the pawn shop.
And then Chumley, Big Hoss is practicing. Chumley comes in and just does it instantly. Big
Oh,
Hoss
that'd be great. He'd
can't
be
believe
so
it.
mad.
He gets them all, and they're all open, and they fall one by one into his mouth.
He's like, "Oh, those are delicious. Thanks, Big Hoss."
Dude, that would be great. Let me know in the comments if you would invest in an unopened pistachio nut recycling bin or center. And
Center?
you're walking down the street, you go, oh, hey, I got half a dozen here. We'll throw them in there.
I'm right says he swears he's heard Aaron sucking up pistachios in the background.
Is that
before.
true? I think he was trying to suck his own dick. Those were pistachios.
Is that true, Aaron?
Aaron, think about this. Would you invest in this?
No.
Of course you wouldn't, right? This fucking dumbass business idea.
Charlie Munger already invested in it.
Is that true?
He's 99
well, you
years
tricked
old.
him because he's
He
a
loves
century.
Is that elder abuse if you trick him into?
It's hard to tell. Did you trick him?
Do you like
We don't know.
pistachio ice cream?
It's all right. I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I love pistachio
There's some
nuts.
fucking good pistachio desserts in India. Did you have any when you went?
They use a lot of pistachios.
I mean, no, we didn't eat a lot of desserts.
They've got some really good, really interesting pistachio-based desserts.
Okay.
Riley says a small bag.
Thought
of
maybe you were interested in
pistachios is like $16. I'm gonna crack that damn nut.
There he goes, dude. Well, see some people just
that. You guys are making me horny as fuck. I mean, hungry. Sorry.
What? You don't know the difference between horny and hungry? You go to a restaurant, you're like, I'm horny.
I don't
some
think
food.
he does. I don't think he does anymore.
What a glutton.
That's why you're not that affected by your ancestors being eaten, because it's basically like being mouth fucked. They went down on them on their whole body.
Oh God.
I wonder
damn.
who ate that ass.
Someone did.
Someone's
'Cause
like,
Another two
there's a picture of a villager lady like pulling their intestines out with her teeth.
Where's the picture?
How do you not die
It's
of
a
eating?
painting? I'll show it to you.
How do you not die of eating raw? Are they eating raw? Or are they cooking
Oh,
it?
they're cooking these guys.
No, they didn't cook them. I think they did it just in the fervor of how much they wanted to kill them.
What's
What is
the-
this?
what-
Yellow Jackets season 2?
What kind of temperature do you need to for a body?
Probably 165.
Look at that.
Asylum says.
Oh, that looks like yarn.
Read the caption.
It says artwork depicting woman eating yarn.
Nope. Okay, what does
Next
it really say?
to Cornelius DeWitt.
Artwork depicting brutal murders of Johann and Cornelis DeWitt, and there's a lady pulling out their intestines.
And there's a guy
Well,
there that woman looks like you.
Dude, those intestines just look just like yours.
That's true. You guys are pieces of shit for not.
Those are small intestines.
This is their dad. He looks just like my brother.
Dude,
It looks like
exactly my
what's his
brother.
name? Adam Driver.
yeah. Are you related to Adam Driver? By the way, if you told me that Adam Driver was related to them, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Why are the DeWitt's intestines so thin? Are you guys
I don't know
known
if
for
artists
thin
at the time
intestines?
had a lot of intestine.
Intestinal fortitude.
Clearly, he saw it. You guys don't have girthy intestines. It's all the urethra.
We might not have girthy intestines. It might be why I take so many shits.
Isn't that what Flesh said? It's all in the urethra
Is that
when he was the Playmaker.
Dr. Dre said? It's all
Dr.
here.
Dre's dead.
He's locked in my urethra.
I have a who done it situation.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't pee before the show. This is gonna be a
Jesus
rough ride.
Christ. The guy's got a whodunit. He's like, I got to piss.
By the way, Asylum said that Andrew's horngry, a new term.
Hungry.
Ooh.
That is true because my mouth waters for assholes. And you guys know that, so we won't cover any more ground on it.
Here's my who done it. I was at a traffic light late at night, kind of just just daydreaming, a little bit
Were you
daydreaming.
feeling all right?
Feeling all right. Red light. I hear a loud kaboom next to me. Look over. Car crash right to my left.
Oh shit!
There's a Jeep Wrangler to my left. Behind it, I don't know, some sort of sedan. Sedan's fucking, the hood is accordioned. That car took a lot of damage.
Jeep Wrangler to my left. What is to my right?
Here I am. So
Telling a story on Beach House.
Jeep Wrangler runs the red light on left.
Yeah.
Flees the scene.
Oh, takes off.
Gone.
He did it. He did.
You think they backed in?
Yeah, I think if they fled the scene,
You think they had it in reverse
Or
and kept
if
it?
it's late and they're drunk.
if they
and
were
they
they
get
were
hit.
drunk, they were drunk,
Or unlicensed driver.
unlicensed driver or drunken. That's why they fled the
Or
scene.
undocumented.
Nice Jeep,
Or undocumented,
Nice
yeah.
Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
lot of options.
I'm gonna say they have insurance. By the way, you rarely. Do you know how much these Jeep Wranglers cost?
No.
They're fucking expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
They are. They're crazy money. It's ridiculous.
Oh, tell me about it.
So I'm gonna say they have insurance. I'm gonna say you got a Jeep Wrangler, you're a party boy.
I had to.
It
fight.
was a woman.
I had to fight.
You're a party girl.
I gotta admit something.
Woman with kids, by the way. 'Cause
Ah, kids, party.
I saw the Jeep Wrangler. I found it unintentionally.
Oh.
I took a right because I was going left. I went left. The accordion car went left. Could still drive.
Did
they
it chase?
they just drove off. I
Did
don't
it
know. I
chase?
couldn't tell if it was chasing or just
Do you
going.
think it was a movie being filmed?
I don't know what it was.
That'd be crazy. And Danish is in it. He doesn't even know it.
I didn't even sign my rights away.
Is this Fast and Furious 10?
I take a right.
We see the movie. He comes out. He goes, "I'll have what they're having."
You see me picking my nose in my car by myself.
He's just trying to suck his own dick.
It's fucking 15 minutes of that for no reason.
I'm trying to open a pistachio that's
Yeah.
sealed.
You're
The
like,
lights
"Oh,
just turning green, then red.
They're like, "Where's the pistachio recycler?" You're on your phone googling it.
He's asleep at the light.
You take a full call from Eleanor on your phone.
Hey, what's going on? So I take a right, and then I see the woman with the Jeep, 2 young kids, and she has a flashlight, and she's looking at her her.
Oh, so
her
then
bumper.
She just got out of the intersection.
No, but she took like a right where you wouldn't be able.
No,
to
but how
find her.
far away did she go before she stopped?
A while. Well, like it wasn't immediate. It was I had to drive up a little bit.
Might have
you
been
would've.
drinking. Might have not had a license.
Yeah, it was very odd. And what's weird is I didn't see anything, so I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Was it like that movie? Have you seen that movie with Lawrence Fishburne and one of the Baldwin brothers fled?
No.
Where
What is it about?
they're like, they have to get out of a place, and he literally goes, "Hey, man, we got to fled."
Did he really say that?
So maybe that lady said it too.
Is that true?
Dude, in the movie, in order to get the title out, he goes, "We got to fled." I swear to God.
Hold on a second. You don't have to get the title out in every movie. Han Solo
This
doesn't
is how
say,
bad the
I'm
movie
so
was."
sick of these Star Wars. You
Yes.
know? He does not say that.
That's why it sticks out in my head. It's from 1996. It's Lawrence Fishburne, one of the Baldwin brothers. It's called Fled.
Do
and
they
one of the
say-
lines in it, he goes, "Hey, we got to fled."
Do they say we've got Big Trouble in Little China and Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah, 6 times. It's a drinking game. Uh-oh, we got big trouble in Little China.
They all
And
drink,
and they look into the camera.
They say drink, bitch.
You better take a shot.
Haven't you ever seen? Have you ever seen There Will Be Blood when he's like, "There will be blood.
Does he
We got
say
it. There will be blood."
They do say Sling Blade and Sling Blade.
They do. They do. Sometimes they get it in. Sometimes they
And
bring it
it's
in.
that one's seamless, but sometimes they really shoehorn it in
Schindler's
there.
List. He goes, "Hey, anybody's got Schindler's List?"
It's definitely the line definitely starts with "Hey."
He says, hey, we got a Schindler's List flood.
Hey,
We got a Schindler's List out of here.
you want to get on this Schindler's List, baby?
No
Hey.
thanks.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie Departed?
Yeah.
When DiCaprio goes, "Hey, we got a Departed."
Yeah. And then he goes, "Were you guys just defarted?"
So, okay, so she's looking at her hood.
At her bumper.
At her
'cause that's
bumper?
obviously what hit. So I don't. But
Back
but
bumper, front bumper.
back because she was in front.
So-
Did she look drunk?
No.
So it was the person who ran. It's almost.
if you run a
always-
red light,
Yeah, but it's almost always the person who hits from behind's fault.
That's what you.
that's what I assume. And that car obviously had a lot. Because if you went in reverse from very close, it's not going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
That lady's car was fucked up in the back.
Yeah.
But it's odd to go left on red, like to be panicked. Like, I got to get out of here. I got to fled.
There you go.
I can't believe you did
It
that.
works.
I can't
It
believe you did
works.
that.
Maybe this is Fled too. The car accident. I got a fled.
So I was like, who do I don't know I don't even know what's going on. I can't help anybody.
Yeah, dude.
I'm useless.
I mean, if she
you
didn't
should have called it on this. You should have go, hey, bitch, you ran.
if she didn't have a license, she'll be in big trouble in Little China.
I'll say, let me see your license registration, citizen's arrest
Yeah.
for right on red or left on red, excuse me, and having 2 children in your car involved in an accident.
hey, we got to die hard.
But she had a flashlight. I'll give her that. She was prepared.
And in Die Hard 2, he goes, I got to die hard. And then another guy goes, I got to die hard too.
Do you remember when he goes, coming to America?
It's hard.
They keep seeing Rocky 4 and Rocky 4.
They do.
They're like, this is like Rocky 4.
It's like my 4th one.
What a great series of bits.
Aaron, do you have any bits you want to throw?
Aaron, do you remember the movie Fled?
Yeah, it's Stephen Baldwin and Lawrence Fishburne. And
Yeah.
I believe Salma Hayek's in it as well.
Do you remember the We Got a
Salma
Fled?
No.
Okay, well, let me look it up.
Andy, how do you feel
They
about
break out
Salma
of prison.
Hayek?
They're handcuffed to one.
What about
Yes,
her? She
that's
got
it.
naked on Instagram by accident.
Just she's putting out some nice pics lately.
But she accidentally got naked on Instagram. Did you see that news?
No.
Who?
Salma Hayek on Instagram Live. She accidentally came out of her
There it
robe.
is, dude, from the movie. Here it is, straight from the movie. Fled, 1996. We Got a Fled. It's
Show,
like
show
one of the
me.
lines.
Show me.
Dude, right here. What is that? Look at that line. We got a fled.
Are you serious? I take it all back. You are smart, a smart man, and you have good business.
He says,
ideas.
"Come on, Dodge. We got a fled."
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Hop on my fled.
This
on
is
hill of
this is
snow.
a this is a review. Fled, you see, is the film's very own grammatical congregation.
What is this guy saying?
Conjugation.
I immediately take back you're a smart man.
you jinxed him.
This guy on Reddit
You
says.
fucking put a hex on him.
This guy says, I growed so hard, I swear I gave myself a hernia when I heard him say, we got a fled.
Can you sue the movie for that?
Oh, that could be. That was like when that in South Park when they tried to take Steven Spielberg to court for raping them during Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
I didn't hear how that trial go. I didn't hear about it. Maybe they settled.
Spielberg goes, we got a fled.
Maybe he settled.
Did he
out
say
of
that
court.
for real?
Yeah,
Or
we
he
call this episode "We Got a Fled."
Or he
Steven
said case dismissed.
Steven Spielberg went and he bought some Gundams with fucking
we bought some guns to shoot pistachios.
Guillermo del Toro.
He's actually, I'm related to Spielberg.
Is that true?
Spitting image, I mean.
You guys don't think I look like those guys? No,
Are you out of
I
your
do
mind?
though.
Yeah, I know.
I'll dress up like them, and you'll see.
And we'll
go.
We'll be tempted
We'll
to
go.
eat
Who are
you.
you?
Aaron will take his fork and knife out and start trying to eat you.
It's the DeWitt brothers.
Do not dress as them. Those guys look so
What's
fucking
your
delicious.
ancestry, Aaron? Are you Polish?
And German, yeah.
And German. Okay.
Oh, we did all those Polish jokes. Remember, he left the room
yeah.
when we were doing
He
those.
loved them.
Dude, he was insulted.
He loved them.
Yeah.
It was a treat for his family.
He pulled me aside and said, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
He called me, and I said, "Hey, do you want some Pol latkes?"
Go on.
And he said, "No."
He called you and asked you if you wanted some Polak.
He called me, and I asked him. He goes,
We
"Hey,
got to
what are you
sharpen
doing?"
the fuck up. This is a show.
We gotta head to Big
Hey, what do you mean? I'm spitting gold here. Pistachio recycling bin.
And I gotta get to
What
the
else?
bottom of this car accident.
And this car, we got a fucking whodunit.
It's a
By the
good
way,
whodunit.
it's not really a whodunit because you caught them and you just drove by.
But I didn't know if they did it or not. They could have been the victim. I have no
They
idea.
were the,
But wait, but you saw it happen.
They were definitely the victim, but here's
No,
the
I
problem.
didn't see it. I just heard
They were
it.
the victim, but they panicked, and then the other person who did it was like, I got off
So maybe-
scot-free.
But their car's fucked. What do you go? What do you say in about? What do you say? I hit a tree. What do you say?
No, they don't give. You mean to go to a
You
body
go to a
shop?
body shop,
You
they're not
don't
going to be
go-
like, you better not have been involved in some kind of accident you didn't report.
They didn't give a fuck. They're like, give us the.
That's a crazy idea. And a body shop would be like, let's check the police, make sure there's no accident reports they have
the
gone
black
on
Jeep
report.
Wrangler.
They're only going to do that if they find like a finger or like
like
a
hair.
Yeah. a piece
Even
of hair.
then, who are you going to? You go to Glendale, they're not going to say shit.
Why not?
They're probably used to finding fingers and fucking cars that are all crushed.
That's why he drove to Chicago.
I know a guy who you could probably. I know a guy who'll dispose of a car and a body for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His name Joey Diaz.
The wolf.
Not true.
Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, so the other car might have been drunk and they took off. So who knows?
With the mom, you think the mom was drunk?
No, I think the other car could.
I think the
have been
mom
drunk.
didn't have a license.
And the car was fucked. I think if cops saw you driving that car, they wouldn't.
Yeah, but-
wouldn't love it.
Yeah, but you'd be like, someone hit me.
What could you do?
Yeah, someone hit it from. And that's he goes. Someone
was a
hit
hit
it from
and run.
behind.
Yeah,
And they're
it was a
like,
hit and
"Nice."
run. I didn't see the license plate.
But I know a guy who
they fled.
I know a guy who
I was
witnessed
too drunk
it.
to see the license plate.
I know a guy who heard it. He didn't see shit.
Did you feel bad? Because
I was like looking over, like anybody need any? Like you want, like, but everyone just left.
Maybe nobody. Maybe he just goes. I'll just fix it.
Dude, when-
no harm, no foul.
When I was in Chicago, I saw a Hummer. This is back when the big, ridiculous Hummers were like all the rage.
Arnie
you know?
Schwarzenegger at
H1s,
12.
baby.
Yeah.
H1s.
Drove over a fucking little Fiat, one of the like a tiny little Fiat.
What?
Just
In a monster car rally?
no, just on Whacker.
Lower Whacker or upper Whacker?
No. What is it? Triangle. Viagra Triangle. You know where all the banks used to-
Viagra triangle.
the Viagra
You're
Triangle.
saying
You know what I'm talking about?
Whacker and Viagra Triangle. What's going on?
What are you talking about? The Viagra triangle.
Not near Whacker, but
Near
not
the Bermuda Triangle.
not with the two streets right there. Just,
Was it off Weed Whacker or the Tallywhacker?
Was it near Aaron under his desk?
closer
whacker?
to the lake? Closer to the lake.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
the Wet Whacker.
The Viagra.
I
Why
saw-
do you call it the Viagra
I s-
triangle?
because that's what it was called. Because that's where all
Why?
the old bank guys would go out to bars to try to fuck young ladies.
you would go out to be like, I'm a young
I was
guy.
I was unfamiliar with the older male banking culture.
Look at Big Boy trying to fuck.
What were
just
you
like the
doing?
old man.
What were you doing with the old banking system?
Pancakes used to call it Viagra Triangle.
You were job shadowing some of
so
those old
that's
men.
just her thing. That wasn't a known
No,
term.
I think that's a known thing probably. If you're from Chicago, do you know about the Viagra Triangle?
Hey, we're gonna
type
hit up
it in.
Jimmy Pidd, our friend from Chicago.
Ain't never heard of it. Don't know nothing about
There
it.
ain't no Viagra Triangle over there in Chicago.
Yeah, that's true. Everything's on a grid.
There it is, dude. You're right. Viagra Triangle, Chicago.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sometimes I'm right.
Jordan says that's 2 blocks from where Andy fell asleep in the snow and almost froze.
It looks like it's on Oak
close to
Street.
there. Yeah.
Some of the most famous designers and boutiques.
Wait, what's that? It's a picture of Aaron out there.
Yeah.
He's dancing on a bar.
They have a
Coyote
Viagra
Ugly.
True, Aaron. Were you there dancing on a bar?
They have a Viagra Triangle
Well, I
restaurant.
moved when I was 4, so probably.
Were
not.
you in Chicago?
I was born in Chicago. Yeah.
I didn't know that,
What?
dude.
Yep. Two
Crazy.
two famous people from my suburb. Me and Billy Corgan.
What?
Oh, that's cool.
You're way cooler than Billy Corgan,
Yeah.
dude.
I met my wife at Second City.
I remember when all the kids were like, "Oh, dude, we saw this band playing at the Metro.
It was
They're called
Aaron.
Smashing Pumpkins. I think they're gonna do something."
and this guy named Aaron
Yeah.
is way cooler.
I was around during the old Pumpkin era.
Bushman.
Who's this drummer chick? She lived in Michigan
She's a
City.
bass player.
She used to get all fucked up, go to the outlet mall. A friend of mine worked, and she'd be like, she just fucking shoplifted shit.
While she was
Allegedly.
drunk.
Allegedly.
Dude, fucking
Allegedly.
ladies love to shoplift, don't they?
What is that? There is an odd.
Fascination with it.
Seems to be.
Yeah. I've had.
Well, I know a lot of dudes who like to shoplift too.
There are.
Why are you getting nervous?
No, because
this
I
guy's
know-
goofy wife is over here shoplifting like crazy.
No, but I know Ari Shafir loves to shoplift.
Does he really?
And I know
Some
other
people have-
guys who
Some people
shoplift.
get thrilled by it, but I've had
Yeah.
a lot of ex-girlfriends who felt they were compulsion to just walk out with something every time.
Yeah.
Even if it was just a little thing, they just wanted to. You know,
Yeah.
they get like.
Why do you
almost
think that is?
horny that they did it? You know.
You ever see video like how a lot of people is walking out with shit these days?
Yeah.
Seen videos though of like some store owners or people working who aren't going to take it. I saw one with this lady grab this lady's bag, ripped it off their shirt. The lady's trying to walk out, wouldn't let
Yeah.
go of her bag. She's like, I didn't take anything. She ripped the strap. She's like, that is assault. And
Did
just
she have
dumped
anything?
A ton of shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Just
my
dumped it
God.
all out. She goes, take your bag, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I'm always waiting
She's
for
like, you
somebody.
assaulted me. You touched me.
I'm waiting for somebody to stop me for that, and I will just kick them in the nuts and be like, this is unlawful detainment. You can't do that. It's highly illegal. If I've stolen nothing, I will fucking kill you.
Why would they grab you if you didn't take anything?
Because you ever see them looking at you like you're doing something wrong?
Are you okay, bro?
I don't. You ever see them staring at you?
Can I make that knife pop out, dude, real quick?
No, you couldn't handle it.
Dude, he's related to one of the best naval men
You
of all
might be
time.
right about that. You might be right that I couldn't handle it.
Can I?
dude.
Do you want to put your fingers down and I'll do the fucking the knife around?
Go for it,
Do you want me to
dude.
do it?
Go for it.
Why don't we put an apple on
Look
your
at
head?
this guy. You got to put it down.
You're putting it on a
Yeah.
couch cushion that he's going to...
Ah, are you serious, O'Neill?
I'm serious.
If you cut my finger off, I'm going to be pissed.
yeah, I'm not gonna do.
You're going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed.
I
You
do
cut my finger
appreciate the
off?
trust you gave me.
Hey, we can't have a show.
I was like,
if we
hey,
trust.
fuck it, right?
We've been together for 10 years.
You also...
you act like we're married.
You also
we're not
hate-
married, but it's like a crazy version
You-
of dumb marriage.
You hate your fingers, so you were willing to put them on the block.
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You kind of... You're like, you chop them off.
Get that
instead of
shitty
me.
pinky first.
But they got cut off.
You're bringing it up.
I come back with my left hand with new fingers, long, like
You look like the
the
DeVits.
dabber fingers.
You look
I'm
like the
I look
guys
like the
in the
DeVits
painting.
now, huh?
And Aaron starts getting salivated. He's like, "Oh, those fingers look tasty."
Why? Because he was one of the guys.
I'm just saying, maybe your family just has a tasty looking body.
I've had a lot of girlfriends eat my ass, so maybe that's
Finger
true.
looking good.
And they're like,
That
and
guy
you're like,
you-
you're going in too deep. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I know. You're munching on it. God, get the teeth off my asshole.
That guy Yost, he saw something in you. You look very tasty.
He didn't say you look very tasty. He said, "Oh, what a beautiful body."
What a tasty body. What the
But I think he
film.
meant it more as like oh, it's so neat to film this disgusting blob.
Jesus. Hey, you know what? Have you ever thought about giving self-esteem seminars?
Fuck that shit.
Here's Yost. He loves my disgusting body.
Jordan says dumb marriage, another $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Dr. Nover said, what did
What
DeWitt's
is-
old girlfriends think of his proudly saggy undies?
Ooh. I need to find out.
I
this
did have a
chick.
girlfriend force me to wear boxers.
Why? She didn't like your tighties?
She hated the way the tighties.
The Way of the Tighties? is that some sort of Zen book?
She hated the way
of the Tighties.
Just the way of the tighties.
I need to find out if this
Pancakes
chick got
made me
busted.
wear her thong all the time.
Who did?
Pancakes.
So you guys wore the same size?
I wore her panties.
But would you
You wore her pants.
would you wear them out? Would they be stretched?
If we, no, they didn't stretch it.
How do you do dog shit in a thong? It seems like it would weigh it down.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the spoiler that's going to ruin everyone's thing. I don't actually have dog shit in my underwear.
Oh,
that
listen
true?
to this. Baby Bahab was wearing a bathing suit, and we don't put a swim diaper in it. Just
Yeah.
to let him free ball it.
Yeah.
And he just shit, and it just came out of the bottom of the shorts. It was so fucking gross onto the floor.
They said, hey,
The floor of what?
Our garage.
Oh my God.
It was nasty.
He didn't know he had to go?
He goes. He's fat. He's quick. And he's only one, so he can't tell
Oh,
us.
true. He's not even
Yeah, he
close.
can't say, yeah.
What are you doing then? You got to put the fucking
But
swim
he's
things on.
usually though like he can. Baby Barb would shit and like you would know, like it was silence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Silent but violent.
But he's like he'll let you know that he's going, so you think you would have, but we didn't have time. We
He
blew
goes,
it.
he goes, this reminds me of somebody else.
Did you see that video of that kid on Instagram taking a dump in his pants while they ask him how he likes Hollywood?
What?
How old's the kid? He's like 1.5 or 2, maybe 2 or 3.
Was he visiting?
His face just turns real
Yeah,
red.
no, he's like sitting there like, how do you like Hollywood, man? He's like, I like it. And then he goes, ugh. And he's like, you taking a shit, bro? And he goes, yeah.
Who said I'm taking a shit?
What's he talking like a
Someone
Mexican
said
guy?
you taking a shit to a 1-year-old?
Yeah, dude, I'll pull it up.
To a 1.5-year-old?
I'll pull it up.
Isn't this the video where the cranberry juice guy is talking to him on the skateboard?
Very possibly.
This could also be one of those things where it's like an 89-year-old man.
How crazy would that be?
What do you mean? I don't get it.
I don't understand. Why are they interviewing a 1.5-year-old? How does he?
They're not
talking?
interviewing them. It's just a.
And he's able to respond at 1.5.
I think he might be 2 or 3.
This
but he
is
takes a shit in his
this is
pants.
Mario Lopez at the Grove interviewing this little boy.
What if it's
He just took a shit in his pants.
What if it's just John Little? I like it. I just shit my pants.
I'm telling you, I like it by how much I just shit my
Here,
pants.
I found it, dude.
I give it 3 loaves in my pants.
Okay.
Hold on, I accidentally created an Instagram post.
You
What do you
accident.
think about California? You like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? You taking a shit?
Taking a shit? That's what he said.
What you doing?
That's a good parent right there.
You taking
hey,
a
bro,
shit?
that's his dad interviewing him.
You taking a shit?
I like it.
He goes, hey, bro, you taking a shit? Hey, this motherfucker's shitting his pants.
I didn't see the video, but those guys, I mean,
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? You taking a shit?
He uses it so much that the kid goes, yeah, I'm taking a shit.
taking a shit. Jesus.
And then he goes, hey, your mom and I are going to go upstairs. And the kid's like, you guys going to fuck? And he goes, yeah, you know we are.
You taking a piss? Yeah, what do you think of Universal Studios?
I like it.
You taking a shit?
No.
What if he constantly asking that?
I mean, I would imagine he does because the kid immediately knew what shit was.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got internet problems, Aaron.
Aaron.
Damn it.
What's Aaron
What
got
happened,
up there?
Aaron?
He's got his porno.
Aaron.
Maybe it was DeWitt's phone.
Bad.
Oh.
No, because I'm not attached to the internet here.
How do I know?
Your phone says that it's
I can show you that I'm on 5G LTE.
Oh, you're using 5G? They don't have the capabilities. So you're sucking them dry.
This is only 1G.
It,
1G.
It doesn't
All
attach
right,
let's get
to
this show on.
Aaron's the G.
Why
we're
would
back.
you get mad?
We're back. Oh, no, we're not back. You taking
Aaron?
a shit, Aaron? Yeah.
Are you alive?
Hey, is the internet taking a shit? Yeah.
Hey, how you like Hollywood?
Hey.
I like it.
You taking a shit?
Hey.
You know that voice, though. You,
I've heard it.
yeah, you heard it. It's
Look at that.
amazing.
Look at the tits on that broad. And he's like,
That's
Yeah, they're nice. That's my mom. You like
Yeah.
those, you like those tits? Yeah.
hey, how wet do you think that puss is?
You taking a shit on those tits? Yeah. No.
Oh, my God.
You still breastfeeding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking
You're
a
getting my
shit.
sloppy seconds.
What a good
That's a
dad.
crazy thing for a dad to say to his kid.
Would you put it past this kid?
That could be uncle. That could be
guy?
stepdad. We don't
That
know.
is that's the
Could be
kid's
friends.
dad.
Just a couple of friends out.
Yeah.
What if that's Hasbulla of America? That kid.
Dude, I saw that Tyson thing. It is crazy.
or
What
Tyson's
happened?
tickling him.
Dude,
Oh yeah, he tickles him
does.
like a baby.
He thought
he thinks it's a baby.
I think he thinks
he
it's a
kisses
baby.
his neck.
And he nuzzles
He
him.
nibbles his neck. He goes.
He nuzzles him.
The 30-year-old man.
He's like swinging him around like
I think
this in the air.
Oswald's like 19.
Is he 19?
No,
He's
he's
like
20.
19.
You think he's 22?
Is he 22? I have no
I
idea.
gotta
He
look
just
this
got
up.
arrested for street drifting.
Oh, he did for real?
Yeah, him and his buddies.
Did they let him off?
I don't know.
He get out of a jail cell immediately. He's tiny.
He slipped right out. He
Who is
turned
this?
sideways.
Oh, the Darcy, the chick. I don't know if she was ever nabbed for anything, but she did get arrested for horsing around.
What about Hasbulla? Was he involved in this?
He was gotten arrested for tickling.
Is that true? He tickled Mike
He's
Tyson's
20.
neck again.
He's 20 years old. He's about to be 21, by the way.
to tickle you.
He's about to be 21.
Happy birthday.
Find out more about Hasbulla.
And possibly we'll be writing something too.
There it is. Yeah. Oh,
Join
yeah.
us
Look how
on the-
delicious that looks.
You
Join
know it
us
looks
on the
delicious, didn't
Patreon.
it?
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a little lick?
Good enough for a poke?